Kithli is bringing you home with care. There's a critical healthcare gap in the US and probably everywhere else too. But currently in the US, it's 80% of surgical procedures are outpatient, but there's a 22% no-show rate, which costs the healthcare industry about $50 billion dollars or more every year. And the current solutions are piecemeal. Uh, a lot of people will jump to a conclusion and say, oh, Uber. Well, no, Uber is not going to walk you out of the car and get you into bed. So what do? Here's where Kithli comes in. It's a smart app to connect patients with qualified, vetted, friendly post-procedure companions for smart matches. And actually, after more than 100 interviews, everybody, literally 100%, tell us we need Kithli. And that is true across multiple generations. Consider the potential for Kithli. Just like Uber upended and consolidated the taxi business, Kithli has the potential to do the same thing in healthcare by delivering dependable, consistent service in city after city. The Kithli market size is substantial. And the potential just beginning in our pilot market of Manhattan is going to be impressive. Our business model is we serve patient members and medical practices in getting timely health care performed, cutting costs for ambulatory service centers and HOPDs, and getting people home and settled safely to recover quickly. There are multiple revenue streams for Kithli beyond just the service fees. And one thing that I want to stress I think is very important is we're also serving the Kiths, the service providers, by they set their own hours, they set their own rates. We take a commission. They know exactly what they're making. And in a lot of cases, they're going to be making more as a Kith than they would in a full-time job. The data assets and the monetization potential is great here. I won't go into detail right now. And this is just to give you an idea of our revenue projection over the first 3 years of operation. We're looking at nearly 40 million ARR in the third year. Our projected growth over 18 months.
Okay. So again, practice, Lydia. We will consider you again next time. But here are some of the feedback.
I almost made it, Anshuman.
Don't read from your pitch deck. Either I'm reading it or I am listening to you. Your pitch deck is very, very busy. I would suggest it is good graphically, but yeah, you can stop the share, Lydia, please.
Got it. This pitch deck is intended more to share to send prior to an initial conversation than it is kind of presentation. So thank you for your feedback. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that you should have 3 different set of pitch decks. One is the email pitch deck, the executive pitch deck, and the pitching pitch deck. So those are the 3. But whichever pitch deck you are using, wherever, don't read from the pitch deck. Pitch deck is only for representation. You should have your own talking time. And then I experienced that, there were gaps while you are changing the slides. You should have some statement going in there while you are playing with the slide change, and you could not go to the full screen view. Otherwise, with one of the keys on your keyboard, you should have been able to do it very, very efficient. But, all the best to you. Our team will certainly reach out to you. Send us your pitching pitch deck also. I would like to comment on that at some point of time. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, Alex, you raised your hand. Go ahead, please.
Yes, so I wanted to add that what I really liked is what stood out from Lydia's presentation and that. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, I like the numbers in the problem statement. So statistics or a few numbers in the problem statement really was on point. So this is my observation after multiple pitches with different investors. And second point that I liked was the feedback from customers, a few lines about the customer feedback from different generations. This is for me the note to make the same kind of for my pitch deck. Third, what I liked was the comparison to Uber as a success case, although this is cross industry, but it really stood out. And I think in terms of the revenue streams, you mentioned the main one, the fees, but I think that a few backup revenue streams, it's always helpful. So not so many as investors suggest to focus, but a few, it's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.